What if a lost English sailor washed up in Japan and became a samurai? The year was 1600. A battered Dutch ship drifted off the coast of Japan. The crew was starving, sick, and barely alive. Among them was a man who had no idea his life was about to change forever. His name was William Adams. William wasn't a warrior. He wasn't nobility. He was just a navigator from England, working for the Dutch. Their goal? To open trade with the East. But storms, disease, and pure bad luck sent them completely off course. When their ship, Leifda, finally reached the shores of Kyushu, Japan, only a handful of men were still alive. The locals thought they might be pirates. But when word of these strange foreigners reached the shogun, everything changed. Tokugawa Ieyasu, Japan's most powerful warlord, was no ordinary ruler. He was a strategist, a visionary. And what had just arrived at his shore wasn't just a group of dying sailors, it was an opportunity. William Adams knew math, astronomy, shipbuilding, and global trade routes. For Tokugawa, that knowledge was gold. Instead of being executed or imprisoned, Adams was summoned to meet the shogun himself. There, Adams was questioned about the West, its religion, politics, weapons, and ships. His answers fascinated the shogun. So much so, that he was offered a position few outsiders ever received. He was granted land, a home, and something unthinkable for a foreigner: the title of samurai. Not for his sword, but for his mind. He became a bridge between two worlds, East and West. He was given a Japanese name, Miura Anjin, the pilot from Miura, and Tokugawa asked him to help build Japan's first Western-style ships. The Englishman from Kent had become an insider at the heart of feudal Japan. But this isn't just a tale of transformation. Adams faced a deep personal conflict. He missed his wife and children in England. But he wasn't allowed to return. The shogun needed him too much. Imagine being Adams. Honored in a foreign land, yet torn by homesickness. He wrote letters to his family, filled with longing but also acceptance. "This is my life now," he seemed to say. Over time, he settled into his new identity. He remarried in Japan and had children. He lived fully as Miura Anjin, but never forgot who he was: a curious, calm, deeply thoughtful man. 13. He even advised Tokugawa to be cautious of Christian missionaries from Spain and Portugal. His insights helped shape the shogun's decision to isolate Japan from foreign influence for centuries. Adams didn't just change his own fate, he shaped Japan's future. He introduced ideas, technologies, and perspectives that left a mark far beyond his own story. Other Europeans arrived later, but none held the trust Adams did. He wasn't just a visitor, he was part of Japan's elite circle, its secret diplomacy, and even its shipyards. Many believe his life inspired the novel Shogun by James Clavell. But the real story of William Adams is even more incredible than fiction, because it actually happened. In 1620, Adams passed away in Japan. He never saw England again. But in this faraway land, he was honored as a pioneer, an explorer, and a samurai, not by birth, but by legacy. Today, in Miura, the town that bears his name, he's still remembered, Festivals celebrate him, and locals teach his story, a symbol of early friendship between two distant worlds. So how did a shipwrecked sailor earn such glory? He didn't seek fame. He sought understanding. And in doing so, he found purpose in the most unexpected of places. That's the real lesson of his journey. Sometimes, destiny finds us not where we plan, but where we adapt. Adams didn't conquer Japan. He learned to live within it. While others tried to impose their culture, Adams listened. He became part of the very world he once thought foreign. And that's why his name lives on, not as a conqueror, but as a connector. He taught samurai to navigate by stars. He spoke truth to power. He earned trust not by force, but by humility. In a world full of division, his story feels more relevant than ever. From Sailor to Samurai isn't just a story title. It's a transformation of identity, belief, and belonging. A rare tale of mutual respect between worlds that rarely understood each other. And today, as global cultures meet and clash, maybe we need more William Adamses, people who listen, learn, and build bridges instead of walls. So, what world might you discover if you dared to drift? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more history.